the S's versus the W's, and we were like, yeah, you're alone next week because Smash Max is leaving.
Yeah, the S's always keep leaving me. I wonder why.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll always be
You'll always
outnumbered.
find another one.
I started recording, by the way. You guys can start recording
Right, I did.
whenever if you haven't
we should
already.
start recording right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his problem. He's editing
Good,
this
good,
one.
good.
Actually, I'm just like stop
Yeah,
the
no
recording
problem.
and then start it back, so there's like a slight delay in the middle of it, so that you'll have to fix that.
Wacko, I hate you. Simon K, you good on your end?
I am.
You filming? Okay. How's it going, fellas, our dear fans? It's the Arcanex podcast. We love you, and Wacko loves you too. And here's our guest, Sten. Sten, say hi.
Hello.
Say hi, brother. We're getting right into things. I don't know if I mentioned this, by the way. I probably should have mentioned this before we started recording. I gotta be out of here by like 9-10 for you guys, because I need to wake up very, very early tomorrow for work, and I don't want to stay up too late.
It sounds alright. Bushi, I thought you hated the fan.
Fastest we've ever done any intro ever.
Yeah. I got to get through the intro, so we can get to the real good stuff, because I don't have a whole lot of time here. I want to make the most of it. Yeah, what's up, man?
Bushi, I thought you hated the fans.
I think the episodes peak before the intro.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Perhaps.
Darn it.
And Simon Cat, to that horrible accusation, I can't believe you would say something like that about me. I would never even insinuate such a thing.
The disrespect.
Darn.
I guess you guys aren't his little worms anymore.
Ew.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
I'll be so for real. The only episode that I've listened to, which is when I was at work, is the one about the Nintendo project.
Yeah,
So I'm missing some context here.
What? It was kind of just happenstance that who we had on that, but it was really funny that you're on this one and not that.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're having you on like a dozen, not even 10 episodes after we talk about your video.
Yeah.
Well,
It's better late than never. You know what? It's about time.
If it's better late than never, we should have waited longer.
I mean, it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Could you leave the call real quick? We need a more.
Oh my gosh.
We have a bunch of guests lined up. Wacko said we should wait longer. I think we have some very famous, very important people, who are just clamoring to get on the show.
We are the very famous people. People want to get on the show to talk with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how it works? I guess it is.
I guess it's in the podcast.
Very famous people want to get on the show to meet us. Because we're just that good.
Imagine if we get like the creator of Iron Lung. That'd be sick.
That would be pretty crazy. Could you imagine?
We were just talking about that before we joined.
I feel like I missed a conversation.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
In one of our mini servers, there in of course the quotes channel, something about Iron Lung was mentioned, and I would assume that something funny was said about Iron Lung that I missed here.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I also missed it. Don't worry.
Don't worry about
I
it.
had to be retroactively explained.
Explained?
Explain?
I don't know.
I know a thing or two about explaining.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I've been using audio for my segment on that, because I've got nothing to animate. I'm never motivated to animate anything because it needs to contribute to a bigger project, or it's just a clip I don't want to animate. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna animate over my intro to practice animation. That's what I've been up to.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, and that brings us into the classic topic. Every single episode we need it every time. How was your fortnight, your bye week,
Whatever you want to call it.
your past 2 weeks? That's how mine was. That, and also I just started Working today. I just
Ooh.
started doing some sod, like I was last year. It's hot out again, so I can do that again, and it's pretty chill.
Nice.
Wait. If we're starting the next segment, you gotta cue the theme music for Fortnite or whatever.
No.
Oh, well, it's
Calling into
Wacko, I'm not
Fortnite is my
doing
thing
that.
anyway.
well. I've mentioned it, so Wushi has to do it. That's the rules.
Yeah, I do tend to call it bi-week. That's my word. Wacko, what's your word?
That is correct.
You're really gonna put him on the spot like that.
I don't.
How could you
Why
do
don't you
that?
ask past? I've said it. How many episodes have I done? One. I've done one. I've done 4, and I've done 7.
Oh, we don't need to do the math now. What, Wushi? I thought. I presumed that you were just doing it for a family, just randomly. I didn't know.
What length?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a job.
That's my
Yeah.
job. That's
And 10.
that's Yeah, no, I wouldn't know how to do that if I was doing it for family.
What is
Yeah.
sod?
So it's like a big rolls of grass. So you have a tractor, right? I'm not the one who rides the tractor, but someone rolls out big rolls of grass onto dirt, and then what I have to do is either push it into place with a rake, like push out the grass strip, or cut out like parts that don't need grass on it. So if there's like a stop sign or something, I cut out the grass around that. Uh, and if there's holes, I put grass and patch the holes.
Is it real grass?
Yeah, it's real grass. We just cut it out of the ground.
Interesting.
We just cut strips of grass out of the ground and put it in other
This
places.
is the
Makes
most
sense.
interesting
Crazy.
thing that we should talk about.
You're terraforming, literally.
Yo,
pretty
Minecraft
much.
reference?
Minecraft.
What's that? We should play that.
Whoa.
Didn't they make a movie about
I-
that or
I've never-
something?
Whoa, you
No way.
don't say.
No, don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. That's
the first
nonsense.
episode?
That's been rumored for years now.
Wushi, I hope none of your topics are that this time, because I still have not seen it, and I will
You have-
this week.
I haven't seen it either.
What?
I haven't seen
Okay.
it. Don't
Brother.
none of my topics are topical actually.
the-
No, they're
I'm seeing it this week.
they're all.
That's like saying when you haven't breathed this week. How do you forget to do that?
How do you forget to see the Minecraft movie every week?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make a podcast, but we only talk about stuff that's 10 years behind.
Hold on. What year? It'd be 2015. When did Pokemon Go
2015
come
was
out?
10 years. No, don't say that.
When
Yo, did you hear about this new indie game that just came out called Undertale? It's pretty crazy.
Pokemon Go came out in 2016. Dang it, I missed it. Yo, that Wii U's
I
looking
just
cool,
dropped
right?
I just dropped 5 new plush videos on my YouTube channel, Diamond Creeper.
I don't know if I have a
There's a
YouTube channel at
deep
that
cut.
point. I don't even upload. I don't know what I'm doing in 2015. Probably playing
Filing
Minecraft,
things?
to be
I don't
honest.
know what I'm doing in 2025,
Sweet.
Real.
YouTube wise at least. I'm figuring.
Can
this
we
out.
like take a pause right here to go watch the Minecraft movie, then come back?
I wish you
Yeah, we
doesn't have
need
time for that.
we
I
need
was
to
gonna
be really
say.
talk. When did it come out again? How late are we to even talk about
it came
this?
out last Thursday. No, last
Yeah,
Thursday,
so we're
I
so,
think.
dang, it already feels like it's been out
It's been
forever.
out like for
but
2 weeks.
yeah, no,
almost.
we're still we're not late. We're
We're not
hip
late.
over
You're
here.
late.
You're late.
Who are you talking
think-
to?
The
We
audience.
did
worms.
we did record our last episode at the perfect time. That if we want to talk about the Switch 2, like it's just we're gonna be out of
Oh
date
my
no matter
God.
what.
Yeah.
Do you know what's in 2 days?
The
What?
Mario
What's up?
Kart
The Mario Kart
World
Direct.
Oh
We are
shoot!
2
like
days? Oh, wait,
perfectly
you're
out
right.
of
So-
time with that.
What time is that? What time is that?
I
So we
think
just
9
don't
a.m.
get to talk about we
9
just don't get
a.m.
to talk about what Nintendo's up to.
Why are we lined up perfectly to record right before Cool Things?
I'm wondering if I'm gonna watch that or not, or if I just want to be surprised when the game comes out.
That's what I'm wondering too.
Oh, I didn't think
I'll
about
see.
that.
That's a
I
good
was thinking
call.
like, yep, it's the direct. I gotta watch it. Those are the rules.
Like, do you?
It's a
That's
good
what I'm
point,
wondering.
Wacko.
That's
Why
what
does
I'm thinking.
why does nothing cool happen on Tuesday?
Well, my
That's
video came out on Tuesday, Wooshi. Excuse you. Last Tuesday, the day we
okay.
recorded.
Well,
Excuse you.
Wacko. Let's talk about that for an hour then.
No.
Well,
Okay.
whose
So
bye week
it's
is next?
my bye week is next.
Okay.
Why
So what
do you
did you?
ask?
Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, I thought you meant who was editing next. Okay. Okay. So I have been fairly bored. I don't know. I haven't really done anything interesting for the past couple weeks. I've done one thing interesting, but I'll get to that in a second. The main thing I've noticed is that not last weekend, the weekend before last, I was busy all weekend, and I was like, I want a day where nothing happens and I can stay home and like edit and play video games, just relax for a bit. And so this past weekend I was sick, and so I spent the whole time in the house editing and playing video games. And I'm like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted. And I was bored the whole time. I was like, I want to go outside. And I'm like, why can't I just be happy with what it sucked? And now I'm back to being busy again. And I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. And I'm very confused and torn.
Dude, that's actually so because with the sod job again, this just keeps being relevant. Uh like what it does is it gets me used to working and not having a lot of free time. And then when the winter rolls around, which it just did by the way, so I had some time to get used to it, but when the winter rolls around, I just have all day to myself and it's like what am I what am I supposed to do?
Oh no, it's weird. Like, I think
So,
there's a reason that people have balanced it so half a day is work and half a day is fun. Because if you have too much fun, you're gonna feel like you're gonna be depressed and feel meaningless. You're like, well, what's the point in life? But if you work, that gives you a meaning, and like that's why I don't want to talk about depression, but it helps with your sanity. Giving you like jobs helps with human brains, and then but working too much is draining. So having a nice balance is great. Not having a weekend of just work and then a weekend of just fun. Don't do that. Balance it better. So I need to do that.
Me
But
too.
yes, welcome to your podcast where we give random advice, but mostly misinformation. Um,
I've only been back to work for
Ah,
1 day and already I'm just this feels
so
right.
Yeah.
that's misinformation. Good to know.
no. Well,
There's plenty of misinformation to go around.
we'll
I'm just
get
gonna
to the
pretend that
misinformation.
everything that Wacko says is misinformation now.
Did you guys know that
Yeah,
Markiplier made
that's where
Iron Lung?
I don't believe you.
Uh,
this is where the misinformation thing comes from. Is just Wacko spouting out complete lies. And by the way, he wants you to believe it too. It's not just a bit. He genuinely like is maliciously spreading
I'm
this
being malicious.
misinformation.
This is
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys know that The Messenger's a bad game?
no.
Yeah,
A real
see,
Wacko
there
wouldn't say
he goes
that.
again.
No.
Yeah, the
seriously.
Wacko that I
This
know.
reverse psychology. You gotta play along, and the audience will think I'm lying. We should cut that out.
For context, the actor who plays Wacko died a few weeks ago, so he's gonna be acting a little different.
We just brought him back from the dead.
Hello, everybody.
It-
I am
It
now
had some side effects. He sounds the same, but it has some side effects.
Yeah, the side effects are that I'm
Yeah.
stupid. No, I actually did do something interesting this past week where I worked on D&D stuff. So I've said it before, but I've been like I've been doing D&D for a bit now with a couple of my buddies, and I tried hosting once and it didn't go well because I didn't know what I was doing. So since then, I actually like looked into it and figured out how to DM, and I spent a while making this like world and making characters and making enemies and setting up battles and setting up storylines, and I like drew this map out on a big piece of paper and I folded up and put it in my folder so I can just take it around. So when I'm like, let's play D&D, I just drag it out and lay out this giant map of a castle. It's really cool, but it's taken a very long time. And yesterday I spent a good like 3 hours looking through the enemy list because I don't know how to not be stupid. And back to me being stupid. I've done there's so many better ways I could have done everything, and I've done it the worst way possible. But it's done now, and that's
Slight-
cool. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully.
Yeah, Wacko, that's cool and all, but slight correction. It did not go well. The reason it didn't go well is not because you didn't know. It's because we didn't know what we were doing.
Okay, to be fair, that's also true. But if you did, like, when I made the first thing and that you guys played, I was like, oh, it's like a video game. And in a video game, it's you're in this room, solve the puzzle, move forward, solve the puzzle, or do the challenge, or whatever, move forward. But that's not D&D. Isn't solve the puzzle. It is do what you want, right? With the best comparison would be to Tears of the Kingdom, where you're put into a shrine, and they're not saying do the puzzle. It is figure out a way to get up there, and you do whatever you want
Yeah,
to
I
get
love
up there.
that.
That's what D&D is, because there are no rules. You can do whatever you want, basically, within reason. You don't call the bald eagle, not the bald eagle, the mighty eagle, unlike some people.
See, I don't know what you guys are going on. I thought it went great. I thought that was just the perfect.
I want to call
The
the
perfect
mighty eagle.
No, but
I did get my
you
way.
did. I was like, fine, and then the mighty eagle showed up. It was great.
I don't know
But-
why you. I still don't know why
Yeah.
you let me order DoorDash.
Because at this point, I was like, I think these guys don't know what they're doing, and that's fine. And something worked. out.
I still think that we should just play pretend.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
I did. I don't remember.
That complicates things a little less.
I recorded it last time. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny, and I'll edit it down. And I went to look at it like last week, and I recorded literally nobody's audio. Oh, that's fantastic. So that was fun. Wish you edited
Well-
a tear going down my face.
Okay, yeah, no, I was gonna edit out that small silence there, but now I have to do a whole lot more work.
That's good. Wait,
Just
nobody
a
talks, so
plan.
Wish has to deal with it.
So I'll go next. I guess.
No,
Alright.
she's just.
Yeah, Simon Cat, fill some dead
No,
air
I gotta
here,
torture
so I don't
Wish
have
Wish.
to.
every
Listen to him.
time.
Don't listen to him.
Because
So I'll
no, I'm willing. Yeah, go ahead.
so
go
I'll
ahead.
relate it back to Wushi's sod. Because the reason
Oh, no.
I was wondering if you were doing it as a family thing, I would have not guessed that if I actually knew what it was. But the reason I asked that is because the past week, a lot of days I've been picking up sticks from my grandpa just as a thing to maybe make some money. We'll see. It's
I
it's the kind of
I
thing.
mean, I helped my uncle build a house, but that's besides the point.
Don't let
it's-
the wolf blow it over.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where I'm doing that because it's a good option to just ask around family and people you know to see if you can do stuff for money because I still can't find a job.
What kind of job is that? Picking
You-
up sticks?
My,
Whatever
okay,
pays
so
the bills.
my grandpa has a huge yard, like huge.
And
it's
wants
a
the
farm.
sticks up?
So yeah, he doesn't want to pick the sticks up. Well, and the reason you
That's
have to
fair.
is because of it. You have to mow the huge yard, and
Mhm.
yeah, and you don't want to run over sticks.
Now that I think about it, my
Grandparents
granddad
with
does the same
huge
thing.
yards, they pay well because those things are hard to maintain.
Yeah.
Whenever
So
I went to my
I've been
great grandparents'
doing
house, I
that
always picked up all
this
the pine
week.
cones.
It's the kind of thing where it's strangely weird knowing that I'll only be in this part of my life for a little bit where I can't get a job, and it's kind of too late for me to try and find one before the summer. So I'm just doing stuff like this in order to pay for the fun summer and all that.
I will hire you to edit that video that I lost all the audio for.
Sure thing.
Just give back the audio.
I'll
and, you know,
redub
give you
it.
$100. Yeah.
Simon Cat, I have a lot of favors to ask of you, but if you could do it for free, that'd be great.
Oh, for sure. You know me, unpaid labor.
I want to know what they
Hey,
are. What are
Simon,
they?
can you like file my taxes or something?
I love that. I will do it for free. You may get audited a lot of money, but I will do it for free.
Could you drive all the way over here to the state that I live in from the state that you live in and pick up some sticks in
You
my
want me to
yard?
drive from California to Washington?
I'm not gonna pay you. I just don't want sticks in my yard anymore.
Sure thing, pal.
How
See, this is what friends are for.
is it?
Yeah. I don't have to do anything for them, but they drive all the way to my home state and my house to pick up
I
sticks.
think
It's
that's
great.
called indentured servitude, Wuxi.
No. That's
Okay,
all.
if you
That's all
say
I have
so,
to say.
I believe you.
Yo, Simon Cat,
See,
I got another job for you. Can you find me a girlfriend, or is that a little too far out of your skill range?
Well, you see, there is this no.
I'm
no,
trying
he'll
to
do it
think
for
of
free, right, buddy? You'll do that for me. You'll do that.
So there's this person named Whack.
What? My mic just peaked. Well, You comment?
Imagine if you could hire someone to get you a girlfriend.
you can. It's called a parent.
that has yeah. That's
Actually, it's
totally
no, it's probably more like
thing.
actually, no, it's probably more like
100%.
you hire someone to be your girlfriend is more likely.
I think you're just thinking of paying for a dating app.
No matter how you slice it, if you got enough money, like it's pretty easy.
Well, yeah, if you have enough money, then the girlfriends just come. I think. I don't know.
That is how it works. Wow. Maybe?
Yeah,
Do you have
no.
experience?
Oh, I have
Sin
all the
does.
experience.
Sen, can I have one?
What?
Can I have one?
Yeah, I have another favor.
I'm getting asked for favors now.
What's your favor? Can I help you?
I have to cut that
No,
out.
leave that in. Leave that in. Leave that in, Wuxi. Okay, look. This
See
pause.
when I
hold
when
on,
I,
hold on. This pause right
No.
now at 21 minutes in. I'm going to reference it later, so you have to leave it in, or you have to cut out every reference I make to it.
40 minutes
See,
from now,
see,
I
this
can
is
do
the
it.
strategy here is that I point out every single pause, so it would be awkward if I cut it out, so that way I don't have to cut it out.
Wacko is the most
That's how you-
obnoxious person who you do not want to edit a video he's in.
Dude, Wuxi did this. This is Wuxi's own fault.
40
The
minutes
very-
from now, Wacko's gonna be like, hey,
I don't know what you're
remember that
talking
one
about.
time I was silent for a solid 10 seconds?
No, you don't understand.
And-
Stan, the first episode, there were so many pauses, and Wuxi would wait 10 seconds to go, "Wait, cut that sound out." And I'm like, no! And I am mad, and he made me do it, and it was terrible, and I hated every moment of it, so I have to return the favor. Hey, Wuxi, remember that time that I was silent
Yeah.
at 21 minutes in the video?
Stan, you don't even
that
know
was
the
good.
half of it. You know the horses thing where I have to put a horse every time on screen every time, you know. I don't even know what it was I had to do.
We played Super Paper Mario Translated, and in it, for some reason, health was translated to horses. And so, like in chapter 6, I want to say, Wuxi and I joked that, hey, actually, because every time you get hit and every time we say health, you gotta put a horse on screen, but it can't be the same picture of a horse, and it can't be a picture of the internet. You have to take different pictures of different horses to put on the screen every time we say horse.
That's funny.
It is funny, and he's going to do it.
None
how's
of
the final edit
none of
coming
those
along?
videos have released yet. I'm not gonna work on them yet because I still have
'Cause
to
you-
finish another video first.
No, because you're still getting pictures of horses.
I know that's the
I
reason.
gotta finish Archipelago.
Because really, he might just run out of pictures the amount of times he would have to put a horse on screen.
Probably.
Your computer would run out of storage.
But yeah, I am excited for that Archipelago video if it ever releases.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we're announcing future videos.
All right. I'm gonna put a stop to any entertaining thing. Actually, no. You guys keep talking and be entertaining. I gotta go do something real
Everyone
quick.
shut
Alright.
up.
I didn't mute. I don't know if he's still here.
See, I'm torn. I'm talking about my drawer being stupid, or if I should let the
I think it-
silence annoy Wuxi.
I think it would be really funny if we were all just completely silent until we got back.
Wuxi, keep this in.
Thanks, guys.
I heard the dog. He's sitting.
I'm
Yo!
back.
Why you sound
Hey,
like-
don't even tell me what you guys were talking about. I'll find out
Oh,
when I edit
you'll
the thing.
find
Oh,
out.
you'll find out.
Oh, you'll find out.
Why would we do the same thing?
Yeah, you all just took turns saying the same words in the same order. Now I'm a little concerned at what you guys have in store.
Anyway, as I was saying before you got back, my drawer's been really stupid where, like, it slides in just fine, but in the back of it is no longer being attached, so it, like, falls down. So when it's fully closed, the top is flush,
Oh, I hate
but
when
the
it does
bottom
that.
isn't flush. It's, like, a gap. I don't know why, and I can't fix it because I can't take the drawer out because it's stuck.
There was one more thing I.
Yeah, I have drawers like
There
that.
was one more thing I want to mention before we move on from me, which was that I think like 2 weeks ago.
Your
Sten
collector's
has already
pick.
heard this actually. I was at a store and I saw this guy with a shirt that said "I support American truckers." I bring it up because you know Wushi loves that kind of
Yeah, how
like
do I get me one of those?
characters. Yeah.
Actually, you reminded me that I went to the auto parts store. Well, not to the auto parts store. I went to like the shop. What do you call a place that fixes cars? The mechanics.
O'Reilly.
That's a
Yeah.
store. I mean like the garage place where they pull the car in and lift it up and then they. Anyway, I got my tires replaced because they were broken, and the person working the counter looked just like Simon Cat's sister.
Oh.
It was weird.
I feel like I should have more to say about this.
I feel like I
But
should
I
too.
just
I
don't.
don't know. There are a lot of people who there are a lot
If
of people who
anyone
look more
should,
like
it's
my
Simon
sister.
Cat.
Actually, I
Oh.
can say this. My cousin looks exactly like my sister, so the photo I have for my sister in my contacts is my cousin. So-
Oh no. Speaking of contact photos,
Oh,
Simon Cat, you know the photo you have from my iPhone?
yeah, you want to
So-
share?
Yeah, at too many games. So okay, little background. Simon Cat wears a green hat, which I'm assuming you all know about because you're watching the podcast. And last year we went to Too Many Games, which is a convention, and when we were there, I saw this random girl walking, like waiting in line for something, and she had a green hat. It looked like it was a beanie, like Simon Cat's hat, but it looked completely different. It was like solid green with like alien eyes or something on it. I don't remember, but I was like, "That's the Simon Cat hat. I gotta go talk to her." So I walked up to her and was like, "Hey, can I take her picture?"
Can I have
She's
your
like,
number?
"What?" I was like, your hat looks like a friend of mine. Can I take a picture?" And she's like, "Sure." And so I took a picture with her. And now that picture is the contact photo I have for Simon Cat, which, like, every time he calls me, which is not often, I get confused why this random girl is calling me who I don't know. And I remember, oh, it's Simon Cat.
Simon girl.
I have a lot of
Simon girl.
funny contact photos. One of them is an AI generated picture of Mr. Bean curling 100 pounds.
Darn.
Wow.
Only 100?
Yeah, he's working on it.
He'll get the 300 in no time.
In no time.
Yeah,
Uh,
one of these days.
did we ever ask Sten how his...
No,
Fortnite
Sten,
went?
how was your bye week?
It was a week. It was pretty busy.
Sounds about right.
Sounds fun. Did you make a video about Archipelago?
No.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is it wasn't as good as it could have been.
What I'm saying is that you could have been looking at the messenger this week, but you weren't.
I'll do.
You're reminded
If
of all
I
the
ever
things he
do-
didn't do.
If I ever do a scuffed guide to the messenger, you're not invited.
Confirmed. First of all, that video is announced and confirmed. Second of all, Waka will not be in it. Two things to take in here. Gonna have to cut that out. Look, see when I point it out again, then it needs to be there so people get the bit, and then I don't have to cut it
So
out.
the context.
Works every time. Yeah. All right, don't give me. Okay, I guess we need a topic, don't we?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, you
I can only pull that so many times before it
Yeah,
stops
usually-
working.
yeah, we should go ahead. I guess.
I finished. I was letting you talk.
Utah.
Utah?
Isn't that where I live?
That's where the
Utah.
Mormons live.
That's
We can bring it back to Mormons again.
The Mormons!
No.
No! Every episode. Stin's missed
Yep.
it because we started in what,
This
episode 8 or
is-
something?
Man, we should
Nine?
include Sten more.
Yeah.
You know what, Stin,
Yeah.
new
Why isn't
host. You're
Stan the
replacing
host
Lucy.
of this?
Yeah,
See you
baby.
guys.
Oh.
I'm not editing this one. It's all on Sten now.
No.
Oh.
If I
been great.
promise you, if I edit it, it would never be done.
Okay, Stin, you're off the show.
Wow.
Oh man. Well, it was fun.
Can I have my job back?
Yeah, wish you're back.
No, I think it would have been
What's
funnier.
up, guys? Good to be
You
back.
You just kicked me off the show, but just didn't give him the empty space back. Just left it empty.
Yeah, no, it's just me and Simon Cat now. You guys can leave. So Simon Cat, don't you miss those guys? Me neither.
Right.
that's the topic. That's the grand topic. Do you miss these guys?
That's okay.
Not yet.
Yes or no?
We can make our own podcast.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
call it?
Arc and Y.
Scuffed
Arkansas.
something.
Arkansas? No way.
Arkansas.
Okay. I don't
I
like
see how it
that.
is.
Arkansas
I feel
spelled with a
replaced.
W.
It should be spelled with a
Yeah.
I forget it isn't.
W. No, it's spelled A-Kansas. Or Arkansas.
Arkansas.
No, it's
Arkansas.
it's Arkansas spelled with a J.
Where's the J?
No, but notice how W. Notice how W is a better option than an S.
Uh-oh.
I find it really
We're in
weird
trouble.
that Arkansas and Kansas were unrelated names.
Okay.
That's true.
My friend's older sister one time she told me that if you go to Arkansas and you pronounce it like Arkansas, they will actually arrest you.
I hope they do. That would be funny. Can we test that, Mythbusters?
We should.
Yeah, can we change the whole idea of this show and just
all
just
going-
test
we're-
these
we're all
things
going to
out?
Arkansas.
Test out lies that Simon Cat was told as a kid.
Alright, we're all going to Arkansas.
Arcanex trip.
It's happening.
Okay, I have a
Yo,
new
Arkan.
series idea. We go to each state and then
Oh,
just
no.
try to break laws.
What? Okay, Wacko.
good.
I hope you don't know. I hope you know that that's a thing. A real show.
Yeah, I just
I think
started.
Okay, never mind. Only I'm interested in that kind of thing.
That's fair. I would believe that Simon Cat is a big fan of breaking the law.
Yeah.
Well, not that specifically.
No, that's what you said.
Unless.
What?
Tax fraud, maybe.
Elaborate.
No, I don't think I will.
All right. Good talking to you. Let's get a topic started up here.
Yeah, I was
You know
wondering
what?
if you have a topic.
We're a half hour in is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Wushi.
Yo,
Remember that
what's
time
up?
that I was silent at 21 minutes in?
Yeah, that was a good
Play
bit.
that part again.
Yeah, play that silence again.
No. See, I didn't have to edit the silence in because it just happened on its own. All right, so our first little topic here. I think this is an interesting one. It's not relevant or anything. It's just I just want to get to know you guys a little bit, and I think this is an interesting question. So if you could have one of those important jobs, I'm talking doctor, police officer, fireman, army man. Which one would it be? Which one
Lawyer?
are you?
Is lawyer
think you-
important
I-
enough?
Not well. Lawyer is too non-consequential.
I
Like,
suppose?
so what if your client goes to jail?
Oh yeah.
Wait, so what kind of job are you talking about then?
I don't know if I'll
Like lives are at stake here.
I mean, you could
Okay.
technically say the same thing about a lawyer.
Lives are at stake as a lawyer.
This is somewhat true. Well, mostly true, but
If you're trying to get him out of a death sentence, I suppose.
wow.
Wow, Wuxi has no. What's the term?
What do you mean, you suppose?
No respect for lawyers.
He has no respect for the guilt. For the innocent.
Was I guilty?
My mistake. I was speaking as a prosecutor. Prosecutor.
No, lawyers are chill. I just let's I'm not gonna count them for this specific
Are you
question.
asking what Paw Patrol would be?
Just because, yeah, what Paw Patrol are you?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
That's a good question, actually.
Except no construction workers again, Liza.
Oh my God, Wuxi!
What do you have against
Um,
construction workers, Wuxi?
Huh? Are their
Just
lives not at risk?
pick from the
They build shelters so we don't freeze.
pick from the jobs that I listed.
Could you
That's
list them
that's
again?
more like just so the jobs that I think are important. Let's talk about those.
Those are the only important ones.
Yeah, those are the. I could go without anything else. I mean, what's the worst that could
Like, who
happen?
needs
So what were the
teachers,
op-
right?
We had police officer, fireman, soldier, or army man, because you're 5 years old. What was the other one?
Doctor.
Doctor.
I don't know if I'd trust myself in any of those positions.
I don't.
Yeah, that's why it's an interesting question.
Going to the
What if-
war. I don't know why I say it like that.
What if I just choose unemployed?
Then the soldier will shoot you. No.
Uh-oh.
Soldier seems annoying to leave your family for 4 years. I wouldn't like that.
No,
And-
that's,
Yeah, it's so
that's the losing
annoying.
option. You don't want to choose that one.
What a bother.
No, I'd hate to be fighting and defending everything. No. Well, I was reading about like submarines in World War II today for a project, and like a lot of people died horrifically in a submarine accident. I don't want to go to war. That sounds
What about, like,
terrifying.
What
I
about
don't-
like army men, but like not one of the ones that are out in the field, but like one of the people that like run the computers?
You want to work at NASA?
It doesn't really clarify what kind of army man you are.
Yeah. Could I be like the
That's
Coast
true.
Guard?
All right, no more army man.
Dang! Oh my god!
This is my episode.
Wait,
I'm just
okay, if
moving
we're-
the goalpost, guys.
If we choose doctor, can we choose like veterinarian?
That's
No.
true. We
Okay.
could just-
Only
yeah.
people
We
when the
do
people are
not want to
dying.
answer this
You're
question. We are.
Okay,
We
you're
are
well,
not,
you're a
not
doctor and your patient is currently
we are not
dying.
playing by
That's
the rules.
that's the
Well, a
criteria.
lot of
like-
people are needed for a dying
What about,
patient,
like,
like
an eye
the
doctor?
X-ray guy.
Technically, you could say it's someone who's
You are
blind.
not the X-ray guy. I will keep.
I think we have to choose one.
I will keep narrowing it down until somebody's life is in your hands. I swear.
What? Let me see.
Lifeguard.
I want to be a firefighter, but only the ones that bring cats down from trees.
Yeah.
No cats. You're only a people. You can't be a veterinarian. You can't save cats from trees.
Can I do
Okay, I'll
dog
save a
food?
person from a tree. How about that?
Yeah.
You ever consider that possibility?
Dude, I got
Be a kid, maybe like
I got a
5-year-old climbed up a
I
tree.
got a
Good
bloody nose. I got a bloody nose right now. That's starting to.
Have you seen Paw Patrol?
Call the doctor. Call the.
Dude, I need to call the Paw
Do you
Patrol.
know how few fires the firefighter Paw Patrol puts out? He mostly just uses
No,
like ladders
the-
and stuff.
What about,
You know what?
what about the firefighters that only save people from like that are stuck in cars?
I mean, they're
I
still
don't
fighting
think that
fires.
they're
It's the same firefighter. Those same firefighters are doing
was
all
gonna
these.
say.
They don't have firefighters for the cats and the people stuck in. You still have
They're not
to. You still have to
exclusive.
save people from fires.
No, but like
This isn't what I
if
applied
that
for.
ain't done,
Wait.
I'm your guy.
If I can I choose to be like a policeman, but only the ones that give out like tickets for parking meters?
That's true. I can be a mall cop. I can be a mall cop, bro.
Can you
Yeah.
be a cop? Are mall cops cops?
No.
I mean, it says cop in the name.
It does. I don't know if that means anything.
No, but we're talking about police officer. That doesn't have cop in the name.
Mall police
Exactly.
officer? Duh.
Okay.
I mean, to actually answer which of the ones you listed, I would probably choose firefighter.
Thank you. That's what I would choose
So
too.
what kind of
Yeah.
police officer am I?
One that has to arrest dangerous people that want to
Dangerous
kill you.
people.
All of them. Every last
Oh,
one
so
of
I'm
them.
like a I bust drug operations.
You're a bounty
and
hunter.
stuff.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like
well,
That's
you
not a
know.
police officer. No, no,
I
no,
know.
no, no.
I'll be honest.
Um,
I think he just wants us to pick firefighter.
I was gonna say he's like you're the surgeon, but only in the worst situations, and the police officer in the worst situations, or a firefighter chilling at the firehouse. Not
How about
firehouse.
all three?
You know what? Let's just take
Yeah.
let's just take out everything. No more options. You guys don't get to choose. We're all firefighters and we're all currently in a burning house,
Heck yeah.
trying to get people
Place is
out.
warm in here.
That's that.
Hang on,
That
yeah.
we're all
You know, if I'm
we're all
wearing like
in
my
danger.
protective gear, I'm gonna sit down and just like pull out my cards, start playing like solitaire,
I
just
gotta
enjoy the
pull out my
warmth.
Get a
Nintendo
sandwich
3DS.
out.
You could be a tornado fighter.
Is that a thing?
Get out a stick with a marshmallow on it.
Yeah.
With a little
Oh
crispy barbecue.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull out Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Your Nintendo 3DS system.
Nintendo 3DS family of systems.
Oh,
Get it
my
right.
mistake. I'm so sorry. Please don't sue me. Just kidding. I know you will.
And we're not lawyers because we're not allowed to be apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, when you asked that question, I was going to say lawyer, but then Simon Cats asked for me, and you're like, no. I was like, dang it.
No, I have very specific criteria. I want your lives to be in danger. Your lives, unless you're a doctor. The doctor, then that's fine.
I'm sure like it's not
Wait.
really a job you like want per se, but it is firefighter out of all of them. Sounds like it sounds like you
Out of all
have
of
to.
them.
It sounds the most local, and that's the thing I like. You don't have to go far away, and when you're still saving people's lives.
Whooshy.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, first, Simon, don't say these jobs are things that people don't want. People have these jobs. That's
No. I
No,
mean like I didn't know how to word it. Like the jobs that don't, obviously they're not fun jobs.
Oh yeah, unlike the
That's what I
really
meant.
enjoyable jobs like office worker and convenience store where you're no, I get it. Does the president count?
I do
No.
not want to be
No.
the
Because
president.
statistically, there's been like less than 50 of them, and 4 of them have been assassinated. That's an 8% lethality.
You know what? He's right. President counts.
Oh,
Are you
Up for the
gonna
taking. Who's
are you
taking
gonna
I
it?
still
choose to
wouldn't want to
save
be
people?
be one.
Are you gonna
That's too much
choose to
pressure.
save people's lives though, or end them?
I will choose to be the president so that I can like make a law to not a law. It wouldn't
He's gonna
be a law.
say something
make
stupid.
a direct order. What's the term? I forget the legal term.
Executive order.
Executive. I'll make an
I
executive order
order-
to pay firefighters more.
Okay,
I'll make an executive order to make it so you can't kill people.
I'll
Whoa.
make an executive order
Whoa.
where all
What? We thought-
crime is illegal.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Yeah.
geniuses. No, I'm gonna make an
No
executive
more
order
stealing.
so
No
that-
more
Why
murder.
didn't people think of doing this sooner?
Executive order,
know,
making
right?
it so Wuxi can't ask any more questions.
I'm gonna make an executive order to where we're allowed to choose lawyer if we want to.
Okay, okay.
You're
I choose
not
that.
allowed to choose president anymore.
Dang!
I can't.
Only I'm
believe
allowed to choose president, and you have to. No more killing people. No more stealing.
Wuxi,
No.
this is how D&D works.
Yeah. Except I'm in charge.
Exactly.
And nobody. If somebody is playing pretend wrong, then that if someone's breaking my immersion, then they have to
Again,
bend to my
I
will.
think you're like the 5-year-old. You're like the army man, and you can't be the lawyer. He's not cool enough. You gotta be a police officer.
Usha, did you hear me like 5 minutes ago when I said lifeguard?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did, and I ignored it because
Right,
I
it makes sense.
disagree. Lifeguards are all like 14-year-olds with whistles that
This is true.
that don't let you splash each other
This is true.
chicken fight.
No running at the pool, even though you've been running your entire life because you've had feet forever. No.
No running in the halls.
No running in the
Detention for
halls.
you.
Fall and die.
Oh my god. No, wait.
We don't respect you, lifeguards. Just let me
Do you
drown.
remember, like, what, 15 minutes ago, Wushi was like, yeah, we should play pretend. That's what he's trying to set up. He's giving us
no.
roles. He's the president. We're the firefighters. What's next?
There are no doctors.
No,
There are
that's
no lawyers. There are no cops.
It's just kind of
All
like
right, yeah,
this is
so-
kind of like the game Mafia. I assume you all have played the game,
Nope.
but
Oh yeah.
okay, yeah, Wushi knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I'll bet the other two haven't. I'll bet that's just a youth church event thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Is it?
Nope.
Maybe
We'll
no.
have to go find
I've
it
heard
then.
I've heard of people playing it at like esports things and stuff, but that's the only place I've seen it.
Is Mafia a video game?
No, it's like the game where you all sit around in a circle and it's like Among Us but in real life.
Then why would they play it?
I've heard it
Describe
described that way so many
Why
Why
times.
would
Yeah.
they play it as an esport?
But how else are you supposed to like explain it to people who don't know what it is?
Yeah, you
It's a
kind of
social
have to.
deduction game. Just say social deduction.
I forgot the term.
The term
How
is
dare I
It's
forget
one of the icebreaker games where you sit in a circle. Well, not really an icebreaker game, but you know, sit in a circle games that you do at in-person events.
Is it
Yeah,
like Monopoly?
No.
Hey.
No?
Is it like Pokemon?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, how is he right? I wonder.
I
Is it
do
like Pokemon Monopoly?
No. No. All right.
Is it like Nintendogs?
Whoa.
As the president, I'm banning any further questions about Mafia.
You
Well,
can't tell me what to do.
I have to say something, but it's not about Mafia.
What's
Do you
up?
remember that time why I had silence and 21 minutes in?
Hey,
Yeah.
remember that one part
It was
where
a
we
good
started the podcast episode? Just play that whole thing again.
Yep. Yeah. Play the whole podcast.
We'll do it.
Bang for our
We
buck.
gotta make this episode longer because I have to leave early.
Do you?
True.
You have to leave in an hour. Nope. That's not how time. You're leaving 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
That's
That's
more than
30
that. We can do the
minutes.
podcast in that time. You know, our podcasts are usually like 4 hours, but you know, we'll just do it.
But this show's been like 2 hours lately. Like every
Oh,
episode,
yeah.
we've been going at it for
Oh,
a
we should
while.
stop doing that,
Shall we?
or should we?
Is there a market for like 2 hours? I mean, I would watch it if I really found these freaks
Most
entertaining.
people don't watch podcasts.
Here we are talking about our own show again.
So we gotta stop.
I gotta bring it up because like seriously.
It's a good question.
This is getting
If
ridiculous.
people like the Arcanex podcast, they'll like us talking about the Arcanex podcast.
I guess.
That's true.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Anyone who likes this podcast likes this podcast.
No way. I don't believe you.
Then are you one
That's
of
not
them?
true.
Yeah. So we just kind of do whatever, and the people eat it up.
Who? Who are these people?
No.
Anyone who likes this podcast.
Nobody. Got it.
Only people who have been in the Ever Nintendo Series Explained project, for one thing.
That's true.
My wife.
My wife? Did you say my wife?
My wife.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Stin made a character in his Tomodachi life for the
Oh,
Ever
yeah.
Nintendo series project, and I married it. I feel like I need to explain that.
Yeah, okay.
Explain.
Thank
They
you.
had a kid named NES
Expla-
Remix.
Yeah.
Yo, my child. I hate him.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Put him up in a
Please
tree
do.
so
He
I can
deserves
save
to
him.
know. No, she deserves to know. My mistake. How could you get that wrong? Should we have any more questions?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying no.
Do you want the final one since we only have like a half hour, or do we want to squeeze both in?
Is
I say both. We could do it. Just have it quick.
All right, I feel like this one is gonna be pretty quick. And it's a really stupid, simple question. Another one that a child would ask. So I'm pretty excited to hear what you guys have to say. If you could own anything in the world, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't intentional, but it kind of fits.
I would
I feel like-
own a
I feel
lawyer
like
toy so I could give it to Wushi.
There's so many funny answers to this. I feel like.
yeah, you can really go
That's
anywhere.
exactly.
We
So
should keep the silence in.
no,
I will
Thank you.
will own the podcast. It's mine now.
No, we'll have to start over.
okay, that's a good one. Are we still a part of it? Are we like your little podcast slaves?
Yep.
Or,
What?
Or,
Yep,
we just
that's
kicked
Sign a
out?
exactly it.
contract?
I'm
Can
not
we
even
quit?
gonna be there for most of the episodes. You guys are just gonna run the podcast.
Ah,
You just
you'll
own the
get all
podcast
revenue.
in case it takes off.
Can we
Okay,
fire Stan?
In case these disgusting worms we call our fans
don't do that.
start giving us
I
money.
have to put it in writing. We don't do that.
I will also own Iron Lung.
Oh.
just for no other reason.
Just because you
I was
can.
Just because I can.
I would probably own Simicat's hat, but the real one.
The real one.
Not the one that I
The
own.
authentic, original.
Yeah, because that's what they used against me when I pretended to be Simicat.
Okay, Wushi,
And,
I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna screen share to show you exactly what I want to own.
Oh no.
Oh
We should make
boy.
sure you're recording the screen so you can have
I'm not recording the screen.
How are you not recording the screen? Well, I don't want to record it.
It's just darkness.
We'll take a picture.
Actually, I can't. Can I turn on media?
We
I
should
can-
just take
What
a
happens when I
picture
turn
and put
on
it in the
media
video.
source?
Yeah, hold on.
That's
I
not
took a
it.
screenshot. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Why
thank
would you not just do that to begin with? Why are you streaming a picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, hold on.
Probably
Look
no
at it.
I'm looking
I mean,
at
it's
it.
awesome.
I'm gonna own this. This is
You
what
know,
I
I've
want
never
most in
seen-
life.
How?
It does fascinate me. Usually, these little Cars toys aren't made out of plastic. They're made out of like an actual metal material, like a real life metallic material, and it's like a real life car, but
How
tiny.
That's
big
why I
is
want
this?
Why?
I didn't look up the
Yeah,
dimensions.
is it?
Dang it. Dementia?
No.
Can I say Sabotage Studios?
Any reason in particular?
Because they made a thing.
Oh, he wants to own Sea of Stars. That makes sense.
Yeah, Sea of Star. You know, I was looking
Yeah.
at-
Okay, yeah,
I
I
was
get it.
looking at Arlo plays today to see if he did a playthrough of Thousand Year Door, or no, the original Paper Mario, and I did see that he played Sea of Stars. So
Oh, dude.
now I gotta play it.
I've
No
heard
other
that
reason.
game.
Actually-
I've heard that game's pretty good. Like it's like the best game that studio's made.
Actually, I
Something
got
like
a
that.
really good. I've got a really good actual real answer. Wow, boring.
Thank
I wanna-
you. No, this is what I wanted. That was the intention when I wrote the
Yeah.
question. But you guys were being kind of funny, so I went with it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell which questions are ones we're gonna just goof off about and which ones we're actually gonna answer seriously. Because usually we've done a
there's
pretty
room
good
for
job
every-
about
There's
that.
room for everything.
Yeah, but I'd have to say a 2-story house.
Wait, yeah,
I said-
how?
All
Yeah.
right.
Just a 2-story house.
I'll
Yeah,
give it to you.
I want a
That's
2-story
fair.
house.
I feel like saying I want to own a business is a decent answer. I'm
you-
concerned. What kind of answers were you looking for?
You know how much value houses
You could
have?
own anything, and you chose a 2-story house,
Why not a 3-story house?
Okay,
20-story house.
you went up to me. I might have to consider that.
I Have you considered a 20-story house though?
That's called a hotel?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Why not a
hotel
mansion?
yeah, a hotel.
But
Just
a
a
hotel all
different-
to himself, though.
Just each floor has a different purpose.
Oh, that's like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Disney
you
show.
guys have convinced me.
Simon Cat owns a hotel.
This was more so in reference to what we were talking about last time, but
Stairs.
Dude,
Stairs?
it'd be chill to own like a Menards. You guys have Menards is where you
No.
live?
what
do.
is that?
I do. I do. I know what that is. I know what that.
Yeah, yeah. So you've been in one of those things, right? Wouldn't it be so fun to like get the boys together and stay the night in a Menards?
What is a Menards? Please
It-
tell me.
It's mostly like a hardware store.
Yeah, it's like a hardware store, but man, it's huge, and they got like cool displays and stuff, and
Yeah,
like
couches.
a
You
bunch
can
of
fall
high
asleep
up
on the
places
couch.
you can go. Yeah, couches and like they're like a bunch of display toilets and
So
stuff.
it's like,
Like
a
imagine
Lowe's.
As I was gonna
Yeah.
say, is it kind of like Lowe's?
Yes.
I haven't been
It's
to
like Home
Lowe's. I
Depot?
wouldn't know.
Lowe's or Home Depot?
Mm,
Which side are you
never
on
actually
of
been to
history?
Home Depot.
Are you on the villains or the hero side? Home Depot or Lowe's?
Home Depot is the
Which
heroes, by
which?
the way.
Which
Again, I choose Menards because that it would be so
Right.
fun to just spend the night in Menards, and that's why I want to own one. To just spend the night with the boys.
better than
I'm
Walmart.
I'd like to not take credit for that joke. This is from Smash Max.
No, it was from me. I invented it.
Sure.
My name is. We have the same name, so you can't say that I'm wrong. Like you can, but
Do
I
we?
don't want you to.
We have the same name. What?
No, me and Smash Max.
Oh,
Smash Max
I
friend.
Yeah.
lost. I
New
lost track.
question: if you got to spend the night in any establishment, any business sort of thing, where would it be?
Trampoline park.
It can be literally
I'm
I'm
gonna
anything.
I'm gonna guess your answer is Menards. Which
Yeah, it's up there.
Can I
I've-
choose a
I've got
go-kart
some good
track?
ones.
That's where I want to own. That's if I could own anything, it's go-kart track.
That'd be kind of fun.
Kind
I mean, the first thing that's coming to mind.
Not as fun as
I don't know why
Menards.
the first thing that's coming to mind is a swimming pool location, but
to sleep in a swimming pool.
no, a
Again,
swimming pool location.
Hotels have swimming pools, man. You just
Simon
get
Cat wants to stay in a
Ah.
hotel. That's what we're learning.
I'm being ruthlessly ridiculed and criticized for my answer.
You're not being ridiculed. We're giving you your answer. You say you want a place with lots of stairs and it's got us. We're giving you your option. Why are you complaining?
We're like building upon it.
I gotta think.
Of
I
all
gotta
the
think
places,
about it
it's
harder.
not that hard to stay the night in a hotel.
I gotta
man.
think about it harder.
Simon Cat's like 100th video. Tonight I spend the night in a hotel. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it is kind of like those YouTube videos. Area 51. No.
I
No,
spent
but
the
you're
night
doing.
at a
You're the
Tim
only
Hortons.
one. It's just you and whoever you invite. It's just you and the boys.
It's just the most random like business that no one really cares about.
I want
Five
to ask, like,
below.
Wooshie, when you
Spent
ask,
the night at an Arby's.
not an Arby's. Yuck, at least let me say something with good food. Wooshie, when you ask the question, what is the question? Is it about like an object or are you looking for bigger stuff?
That's up to you.
I don't want. I can't. I want Sonic 3 on Genesis.
Do you want to own a copy of Sonic 3 on Genesis?
Yes.
Do you want to own the rights to
I
it?
respect it.
I mean, you can have you anything in the world, but like it's yours.
Can I own Sega and can I make them reproduce more Sonic 3 on Genesis?
Yeah, you can own a company. That's allowed.
I want to
Can
own
I make them-
Nintendo so they can lower the price.
They will fire you. I don't know if they can do that. Can they fire the owner?
I'm pretty sure there's probably some law that allows them to do that,
I don't know
No,
Japanese.
but
I
it's
think-
not easy.
I think the problem here can be solved if we just take a step back and I want to be the president again. Nintendo
my
has to
gosh.
sell their stuff for less money. That's
Yeah,
and that's
of
what I
course.
say.
Bro-
Dude, if you make a law that's like Nintendo has to sell games for $60, they're just gonna be like part 1, part 2. That's
Okay,
literally
we're
what they're
gonna get
gonna
really
do.
off
The
track
Legend
here.
of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom Part 5.
Well, then as president, I say every game has to be in one part.
Okay, well they're just gonna be like, oh no, these are two completely separate games. Just that one is, like Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Yeah, they're completely separate by both of them.
Then I would say don't do that.
Good point.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
It's the only way.
Wusha, you're a genius. You should be president.
Wait, does that mean they can't sell Pokemon games as two different versions anymore?
Yeah.
We
Does that mean
won!
they can't? Does that mean they can't sell Majora's Mask anymore?
No, they can sell that. That's
Can
fine.
they sell New Super Luigi U?
Yeah. If they come to me with something specific and ask, I might say yes.
They have to like go to the president specifically. The most obscure law, and the bottom was just in like
I'll
little
clear-
text. Ask me personally.
I'll clear up space. I have time for
Yeah, you
for
have
that
to-
probably.
yeah. You have to run by
I'll clear my
Wushi
schedule.
every time anyone wants to release any game.
Well, yeah, you probably will have like free time because crime will have stopped because you made that legal.
That's true.
Yeah. There's- Dude, this is easy.
Yeah.
Can you just vote for me right
Yeah,
now?
why aren't you president? Come on.
Can I own a few acres of land in Luxembourg?
Yeah, man.
Can I own?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can own all the acres.
Can
This
I
is this
own
is so
a-
this
as
is
long
so
as
I
they're
can
connected, it has to be one thing.
this is so I can dig a moat, build an island. Not the Mr. Beast island.
Build an
and
island?
Put, yeah, well, like dig a moat and put water in it so I can have an island, and then put a castle on it.
Why don't you just own an island?
With the castle.
No, I want to make my own island
Okay.
in the inland, and build a
Yeah.
castle on it
In
for
the
the
inland.
boys.
Can I?
Exact. So you want to stay the night in an island?
Yeah.
With the boys. That's your answer to that. Not a hotel.
Yeah.
Will it have how much stores will it have?
Wait,
Well,
how many
we will
stores
have we'll have a single Home Depot. That'll be it.
What?
why-
In
why
the
not-
castle?
Why not
No.
just put a hotel on the island with the castle?
No. The castle's
And
big
a
enough
Home
that
Depot.
it has a Home Depot
And a
and a
Menards.
hotel in
The
and a
Menards in there.
Menards in
Yes,
the
please,
castle.
Menards.
Put an
Big
Olive Garden
castle.
on there while you're at it.
What?
Can we like
Ah,
cancel the
fine.
We got
too many
Burger
game
King.
stuff and like you guys come over here and I'll take you to Menards?
Dude, we
Yeah,
should
we
do
do
that.
I've already
that.
thought of
Like
Menards.
you
But-
seriously, you're missing
Wushi,
out.
can I buy Sonic 3 at your house?
I don't have Sonic 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I gotta go too
but
many games.
You can go to my house and order it online, I suppose.
Order it online. What kind of animal do you think I am? A cow?
Well, that's the only place you can buy. That's the only way you can buy Sonic 3 while at my house. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying.
About Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Oh no, those are two different games. I have to buy them separately.
How about Tropical?
Yeah.
I said Tropical Free. Sonic 3 New Funky Mode.
I
Hey,
love that
hey,
game.
Wushi could always just make it legal to where they are the same. They are one game.
That's
Yeah.
only as a law. That's just
Yep. You get both.
You can both get.
Okay.
If you get Sonic 3, you get and Knuckles as well.
It-
From now on.
Wait, no. Do you guys think
Decades after
that-
it came out.
like they made the Sonic movies and they made a Knuckles show? Do you think they only made the Knuckles show so they could make the Sonic 3 and Knuckles joke?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Because it works so
Yes.
perfectly. They have Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles.
Maybe.
It's weird.
All right. Since no one is responding to that, how about we pull the final question out?
Wait,
Oh
no,
yeah,
can
yeah.
say one thing?
Because you kind of asked two in that one.
Yeah, because he talked about.
Yeah,
staying
that we
somewhere.
got two whole questions out of if you could own anything in the world.
Well, Zombie
Uh,
Cat said that he would own a plot of land to make a castle. It reminded me that if you own land in Scotland, you can legally consider yourself a lord or a lady. So can I just own an acre of land in Scotland?
yeah,
Why
there
did I
was
say
that, there was that
Luxembourg?
whole
Why
thing.
didn't I say
there was that-
Scotland instead? That's so
whole-
much better.
Yeah, you own Scotland.
What the?
The whole thing.
I'm gonna have to go through
I'm the
the.
president. I can choose
I'm
this.
gonna have to
I
go
don't
through
think that's
the-
how- You're gonna
the
start
process.
wars.
I'm gonna have to go through the process some
Yeah.
YouTubers have gone through it and like claim it as my own country. so I can become a ruthless dictator.
Over
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one.
If I need to start a war so Simon Cat can be the new dictator of Scotland, then so be it.
Hold on. Does Scotland have a dictator?
Uh-oh.
It
We're
will.
about to we're about to find out.
What about the?
The leader of Scottish Conservative Party is Russell Fidley, who's elected. So they don't have a dictator. So that role is empty.
Not
So
yet.
you can fulfill it.
Yeah.
If I have anything to say about it.
All right. What's the last question?
Okay, so let's say you're coughing a little bit, like you know, a little bit you know, you're not sick at all, but you have a bit of a cough that day, and eventually after a good day, a good long day, you have another cough, and you cough up a little green creature, and then it just starts following you around. Do you raise it?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. Whooshy.
I want
Do you accept it as your own? You have no idea the responsibility that this little creature is.
Yes.
You don't know you don't know what it wants from you, but it's following you around.
So this is the worm that came out of
Easy.
my ear, but coming out of my mouth this time?
Yes.
Okay. So it
You
is
coughed it up.
so it is a worm, in my case at least.
No, it's not a worm.
Oh, okay.
Not even for you.
Uh
It's a little green creature. It has 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head.
can I dye it to make it different colors?
No, it has to be green. That's the thing about it.
You got.
Whooshy. I asked you, what the final question was, and then right afterwards, I muted my microphone so I could cough, and you're like, so if you were coughing, I'm like, what?
You better keep an eye out,
Here.
Wacko.
Did a little green creature come out?
Yeah, no, I was
Two of 'em.
actually no, I came up with that on the spot. I was just looking at Wacko and observing like what was going on with him, and he coughed up a little green creature, and I was like, hey, that sounds like a good
Whooshy,
topic
what's-
actually.
That's not a green creature. That
So
is my
Wacko, are you gonna
vomit.
raise this thing?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Can I name him Kyle?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can name him whatever you want.
Okay, I'm naming him Kyle.
He might not respond to it, but you can call
Well,
him
he
that.
can respond. That's not how he will if I call him that long enough.
Will it
He'll adjust to it.
Yeah,
will it
train.
grow old?
He will.
What is its lifespan? What does it do?
You don't. That's what you have to find out.
Okay.
You don't
Yeah,
know
fine,
anything
fine.
about it. You just cough up a little green creature.
I want
Do
to
you?
find out.
Okay, because if it starts eating my Cheez-Its, it's going in the lake.
And that's fine. It's up to you.
No, I'm buying it Cheez-Its.
See, Wacko's a good father.
I will get it. It's how tall is it?
Oh, it's pretty tall. It's like 3 inches tall.
I
Say
will
pretty-
cherish
That is not tall.
For a little green creature, it's pretty tall.
There's this restaurant that I go to. I don't go to it there often, but whenever you go, they have like your silverware wrapped up in a napkin, and the napkin is folded so it looks like it's in like a bed, if that makes sense. And you like pull it out of the blankets. I'm getting it that, and that's sitting on my nightstand. That is where it is sleeping.
Yeah, what if it starts taking? And I, you know, this is up for interpretation. What happens after you start to raise it? So this isn't a canonical addition to the question. But what if it starts taking bites out of the napkin?
Then I will give it a new napkin.
What if it doesn't like the napkin?
What? I'm good. What? Then why is it eating it?
I don't know.
Well, I will take it to I will take it to Menards and see what kind of stuff it likes there.
What would you do if it grew up to 2 times your size?
I would go to Lowe's. No, sorry, I'd go to Menards and buy like a shed, but like a really tall shed.
And then we'll just put him in there?
Yeah, and well, I decorate it and I put like some napkins around for him to eat, and we would go on like walks, but by walks I mean I'd sit on his shoulder and he would walk. I'd have
And
the
what
Iron
would you do?
Giant, but he'd be slime. It'd be awesome.
Oh, I easily know what I would do. I will cherish him and I will use him to help me commit crimes because he is not human. Therefore, there are no laws that apply to him.
That's true,
He
and
has no
also,
rights.
he probably doesn't know. He probably doesn't know any better. He probably like all he knows is that you're his caretaker, and that what you say goes.
Wait.
He
No,
will be
Stan,
he will be my little partner in crime.
you can't
He
do
has no reason to
crime.
believe that you're wrong.
Wuxi banned it.
No.
He's not.
Wuxi
No,
wouldn't
no,
do
not
that.
for
Wuxi would never.
little green creatures.
Oh.
Because little green creatures don't know any better.
Well, I
The
want
law
to get my
doesn't
little
apply to
green
him.
creature to go to
I just said
Sega
that.
and steal Sonic 3.
Yeah, I just said the law doesn't apply to him. So
Well, okay.
Because he's
I
not
will
human.
say this isn't the same hypothetical as if you could own anything in the world. So, you're not allowed to use Sonic 3. The president declares it.
Yeah,
no,
we're
but you see,
we're just talking about
even
how
though
we
I-
use
you-
him for our own gain and not like actually racing.
in that world, I wanted Sonic 3, and so I got it because I got anything. In this world, I still want Sonic 3, and I'm getting it because my little green. So Kyle's getting it for me.
No, well, Kyle can't find it.
Well, I'll tell him where it is.
Okay, then he finds it, but it's broken.
Then I'll find another one.
He finds it. It works. This was useless.
What do you mean it was useless?
You just have Sonic 3 now, and all my fighting is worthless.
Yay!
New hypothetical. Wacko has Sonic 3. What are you
I
doing?
love this hypothetical.
There is no such universe where that has happened.
I will use my little gremlin creature to steal it from him, and there's nothing he can do about it.
I will
Wacko
eat
no
it.
longer owns Sonic 3.
Oh, I will eat that gremlin creature so fast.
This is just D&D.
No, but what if this is the hypothetical where it grows 2 times your size and you can't eat that?
That's true.
Stan, roll a strength saving. No, roll a. Is it? I forget the term. Roll a d20.
No.
Dang it. I've forgotten all the words.
That's a pretty good way to escape the D&D battles is to just not roll.
Just don't roll.
Hey Siri. Pick a number between 1 and 20.
No. Oh no.
Hey,
got
I didn't
one.
roll it. I didn't roll it. He did.
I got a nat 1. I lose everything. I've lost Sonic 3. I've lost my Kyle. He grew too big and left me.
Now Sten
He
has
doesn't need you anymore.
now Sten has 2 of the little green
I have
creatures.
two
No!
little green guys. Let's go.
Yeah, and there's two more to collect.
And
So
I mean, and Sonic 3.
and Sonic Sten's just winning.
Stan.
You know what? I think as the president, I need to get myself on Sten's good side because this guy's too powerful. So I'm gonna make him my right hand man. He's the vice president. now.
Can
Yeah.
you do, I don't think you can do that.
No, well,
I probably can.
I say that I can.
Can you make it a law that I also get Simicat's little green creature? Just
No!
why not?
Yeah.
He's precious
Yeah.
to me.
You get mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get Simon the perfect little child.
That was easy.
It's
would-
fight?
You have all
Okay.
4. You've collected all 4. And now
they
You can-
turn into a super gremlin.
they turn to a super gremlin. Now you have a super gremlin. What are you doing with it?
War crime.
Oh,
All right, war crime is
you're
committed.
stealing,
Wacko,
you're
roll the
stealing,
dice.
Scotland for us.
He's doing that
Yep,
and
that's it. That's it. That's exactly
come
it.
on, you're taking Scotland from me too.
No, I'm taking Scotland for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah,
Max.
we're-
Thanks, buddy.
We want
Oh, I
this.
can't have Sonic 3?
No.
No.
We're
I
busy
hate
with
you.
Scotland right
Okay,
now.
okay. Simon Cat.
By the way, we're having a sleepover at Menards. You want to go with
No.
us?
Yo, that sounds awesome.
Do you remember when we said that we should kick them off the podcast and just be us? Is that offer still on the table?
No, I'm the president. You guys are kicked off now.
Dang it.
Wait, does that include me, or am I still fine because I'm the vice president?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
I need someone.
Okay, you know what? We're starting our own podcast.
It's just
We're calling
me,
it Arkansas.
Sten, and 4 It's just me, Sten, and a mega gremlin, whatever we called that thing.
Kyle.
The one that merged between all four.
Can I make Vice executive order to keep Simon Cat too? Because he's the dictator of
Oh
Scotland.
yeah, we need the dictator of Scotland. Yeah, we're just kicking out Wacko and we're
Just-
playing Sonic 3 without him.
Make any threat I want, you guys. You understand? I'm the
I
dictator.
I like how Simon Cat hasn't had to say anything.
I just get what I want because I'm that cool.
Yeah.
All
And Simon Cat, you can
around
still visit your
are
gremlin creature.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
we love you, but he's Sten's.
This is like the divorce agreement.
Yeah.
Can I visit Sonic 3?
You can't visit Sonic 3, you can't visit Kyle. Don't talk to me or my child ever again.
Okay, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh,
out.
you mean my child?
Or Sten's child.
Exactly.
So everybody, welcome to Arcanex, where I get bullied all day.
we got we got 7 members of Arcanex. It's me, Simon Cat, Wooshi, and then the 4 gremlins.
Yeah. Unless they merge again,
That's
then
true.
just one big gremlin.
Yeah.
It
You can
depends
call
on
him
what they're in.
Wacko,
They
that's
can unmerge. They can merge and unmerge at a whim.
I take back everything. If I could have one thing in the world, it'd be Kyle.
No.
Aw.
No,
No, you.
you don't. Only I get to use my past hypotheticals. That's a new law.
Okay, new
Only I get to
hypothetical.
use my
If
past
you were to-
hypotheticals to get what I
New
want.
hypothetical. If you were given a transformer and they could kill one person in the world for you, who would it be? I choose Wushi.
Wow.
Who gave you the authority to make a hypothetical?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what. You're a cop now.
Hey, Hey Wushi.
Go get the crime off these
Wushi.
streets. That's supposed to be
I was
illegal.
gonna say there is no crime.
Wushi.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah,
Mine.
you're fired. There's no more crime.
Hey Wushi. Remember that time that I was silent 21 minutes in?
I'm not. I'm. All right, I'm surrendering all my power to Wacko.
Yeah!
He got me.
Playing Sonic 3 all day, baby.
It's your episode now. You have to edit it.
I'm surrendering my
Uh-oh.
power to Sten.
What? I'm giving it back to Wooshi.
All right, and that's gonna be the end of this
Okay.
episode of Arcanex. Thanks for watching. I actually do have to go in 5 minutes, so this could be the actual ending.
I'll
That
stop
was a bit.
recording.